Hi, today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Association for Educational Communications and Technology, also known as the AECT. And before I start, I wanted to just share a quote I really like by Alvin Toffler. And he says, "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." Now, before we begin and get into what the AECT is, I wanted to just throw out a definition for you about what educational technology is. It's the study and ethical practice of facilitating learning and improving performance by creating, using, and managing appropriate technological processes and resources. So let's begin. What is the AECT? It's a professional association of thousands of educators and others whose activities are directed towards improving instruction through technology. It provides an international forum for exchange and dissemination of ideas for its members and for its target audiences. It is also the national and international spokesperson for the improvement of instruction. And on top of that, it's the most recognized association of information concerning a wide range of instructional and educational technology. The AECT is in its 90th year as a professional association. It began in 1923 as the National Education Association's Department of Visual Instruction, and its history has been categorized into 6 separate periods. First, the formative period from 1923 to 1931, when the National Education Association established this division or Department of Visual Instruction, and administrators were becoming more interested in the use of new media, and at that time were slides and motion pictures, and how they could use this to improve instruction. Next came the consolidation period from 1932 until about 1945, and this is when the Division of Visual Instruction merged with 2 other visual instruction associations to form this enduring association, now as we know, the AECT. Next came the post-war growth period from 1946 until 1947, where the DVI became the Department of Audiovisual Instruction and then gained a permanent staff at the National Education Association headquarters. This is also the time when the association began its own separate conventions as well as its own journals. Next, during the federal aid boom period from 1958 to 1970, this is when Sputnik's satellite precipitated a major federal effort in the U.S. to improve the teaching of math, science, as well as foreign languages. And this included equipping schools and colleges with more modern instructional equipment and materials. At this point, the DAVI membership grew from about 3,000 members to 11,000 members. Next was the independence and dispersion period from about 1971 until 1982. And after the major reorganization in 1970, the association had the new name, Association for Educational Communications and Technology, what it is known for today. And a new division structure and new executive directors were announced. This last period, the computer impact and downsizing period, started because of the personal computer era, which was around 1982. This signaled another paradigm shift from analog media to digital media, and as digital media became the predominant form, the AECT adapted to the changing times by reaching out to instructional designers and instructional computing specialists So, at the end of the 20th century, AECT was considerably changed from its original composition of school administrators and school visual instruction coordinators. Along with all of the different periods and changes that came to the AECT over its history, I'm sure the mission and vision has changed accordingly. But the most up to date and current mission of the AECT is to provide international leadership by promoting scholarship and best practices in the creation, use, and management of technologies for effective teaching and learning in a wide range of settings. The current vision of the AECT is to be the premier international organization dealing with educational technology, the organization to which others refer to for best research and best practices. And I think that with 90 years behind them and many more in front of them, their vision will be accomplished. The AECT wouldn't accomplish their vision and goals unless they had a great board of directors and members to go along with that. Currently, the national office is in Bloomington, Indiana, and the executive director is Dr. Philip Harris. The director of electronic services is Larry Vernon, and they're located in the national office along with 18 additional members and supporting staff. The president of the AECT is currently Mark Childress till the end of 2014, and he is from Emporia State University here in Kansas. The president-elect to take office in 2015 is from Georgia State University. His name is Stephen Harmon. And along with these two members of the boards of directors, there's 18 additional board members covering the different sections and divisions of the AECT. The AECT puts on multiple conferences, conventions, and symposiums every year, but I'm just going to tell you about their big international annual convention. This year it is October 29th to November 2nd in Anaheim, California, and its theme is Innovate, Integrate, Communicate. The keynote sessions this year feature distinguished speakers who represent diverse perspectives regarding the role of technology and our future professional world. They include the main keynote session, which is honoring the work of David Jonasson. And other speakers include Dr. Ali Carr-Chellman, who's the professor at Penn State University, Dr. Thomas Reeves, professor at the University of Georgia, and also Dr. David Wiley, whose work focuses on lowering the cost and improving the quality of education. So, as a member, if you would like to submit a manuscript or to present at this conference, there's a few guidelines you have to follow. Your manuscript has to be written in Microsoft Word and saved as a doc file as well as an RTF file, and you have to submit both versions. The manuscript must be single-spaced, 10-point Times New Roman font, and laser print your paper with 1-inch margins on all sides. You're not supposed to use any page numbers or any embedded commands, and you must include a cover sheet with the title and with the names, affiliations, and addresses of all authors that are contributing to the publication. In order to go to this conference, there is a fee, and it can be pretty hefty, but if you're a member, that's one perk, which I'll talk about the benefits later in the presentation. For a member, it's $400 for the conference, and remember, this covers 3 full days of keynote speakers, collaborations, discussions, and everything in between. As a student, it's much cheaper at only $195 if you're a member, and for a K through 12 educator, it's also the same price, $195. So don't forget, you can always submit for grants to pay for your conferences. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're looking at the cost of going to a conference. In addition to conferences and conventions that the AECT offers, they also offer their annual publications. And currently they have two bi-monthly journals, the Educational Technology Research and Development Journal, as well as Tech Trends. And more recently, they've added two new online journals, which are the International Journal of Designs for Learning and the Journal of Applied Instructional Design. So on top of these four journals that AECT publishes, becoming a member gives you the ability to access other publications at discounted prices or for free. So some of those publications are the Open Content Portal, Instructional Science, iDigest, and Learning and Instructional Technologies for the 21st Century. So their big publication and journal is the Journal of Educational Technology Research and Development. This journal provides the latest research and development activities in the field of educational technology. It has a bi-monthly publication, and each issue includes book reviews, international reviews, as well as research abstracts that are included in that issue. There are two sections of the journal, and the research section provides original quantitative, qualitative, or mixed methods studies on the topics of technology or instructional design in educational settings. And the other section, the development section, covers planning, implementation, evaluation, and management of a wide range of instructional technologies, and as well as learning environments. So whatever you're working on in your field of education, if you want to submit a manuscript or research that you've conducted for publication, there are actually quite a few guidelines you have to follow. Now this is a pretty big list that you see here, but I just wanted to point out a couple of really important things. Obviously, having a title is a big one, and the most important thing is the description of the work that you're conducting, as well as this discussion of its true purpose. In addition to this, you want to highlight the unique selling points of why your manuscript should get chosen for publication over all of the other competitive titles that the journal is receiving. So now on to some of the benefits of becoming a member of the AECT. You get a wide range of things included in the annual membership fee, like chances to join one or more of the 10 divisions, discounts on conferences, collaborating tuitions, publications, their symposiums, and full access to the Career Center and IT discussion forums. To top it off, you get a discount on Geico insurance. So for a regular membership annually is $125, and then to include a full subscription to their main journal, it's just an additional $45, which makes the annual membership $175, or $170, excuse me. So hope that gives you a good idea of what the Association for Educational Communications and Technology is. And if you'd like to find out any more, go ahead and check them out at their website, www.aect.org. Thank you.